بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, we're just going through some of the virtues of Ramadan, some of the virtues of the night of Laylatul Qadr. Alhamdulillah, and it's very important that we try our utmost to value the last few days which we have of this blessed month, especially the nights. So we'll just mention a hadith where عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So it's been narrated that our Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم has said that whoever stands, so man qama, so whoever stands in prayer and ibadah in the night of in Laylatul Qadr, in the night of power, with sincere faith and with sincere hope of gaining reward, then such a person's previous sins are forgiven. So here standing refers to praying Salah, as well as any other form of ibadah. So in other words, whoever spends the night in worshipping Allah Ta'ala, in whichever form of ibadah it may be in. For example, dhikr, tasbihat, tilawah, reciting the Quran. So then the next part is that they stand and they spend the night in ibadah with sincere faith and sincere hope of gaining reward. So what that means is that the person should be sincerely occupied with the act of worship which they're carrying out, and they do this only for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and only to receive and acquire reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning, in other words, it's not something that should be done to perhaps show to others or for any other hidden agenda, which is, you can say, something which is contrary and something which is besides acquiring the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. According to one scholar, Imam Khattabi rahmatullahi alayhi, so he takes this meaning that what this part means is that a person should have complete faith and a person should have this complete belief in the promise which has been mentioned by our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that any action should be rewarded, and because of that a person they must stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with seriousness and eagerness. So neither should we think of the act of worship which we're doing to be like a burden or a great difficulty, and nor should there be any doubt about the reward which will be granted to the person. So this is the meaning which Imam Khattabi rahmatullah has taken. And also this hadith, it speaks about and talks about a person's previous sins being forgiven. So regarding that, the ulama have mentioned that this forgiveness mentioned in the above hadith and other hadith, they refer to the minor sins, the small sins, because in the Quran Sharif, major sins is mentioned that according to the Quran Sharif, according to an ayah, major sins can only be forgiven after sincere tawbah, sincere repentance has been done, and alongside that, and with a promise to never commit such a major sin again. So this is the reason why some have agreed that some scholars mention that major sins cannot be forgiven except through sincere repentance, through sincere tawbah. Hence, whenever forgiveness of sins is mentioned in hadith, then the scholars, they specify that to be minor sins. Wallahu a'lam. But nevertheless, when a night like Laylatul Qadr comes along, then obviously this is a chance to give oneself and to throw oneself at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to really make the most of it and really ask Allah ta'ala for true forgiveness, and to make tawbah inshallah ta'ala with a heart full of sincerity. So if a person does that, then inshallah ta'ala, obviously there's great hope that inshallah ta'ala the major sins will also be overlooked and the major sins will be forgiven. So may Allah ta'ala gives us tawfiq to benefit, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah ta'ala gives us tawfiq to find Laylatul Qadr. fine the night of Qadr inshallah ta'ala. سبحان الله بحمدي سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.